Alrighty, good morning guys. We're back for another one today. Same as usual, US as them. It's Wednesday the 16th of July, I think. I'm a bit more awake today. Hopefully the cards are as well. So we'll start out with my favourite deck, Blue Owl. Very interesting story, the woman who created these cards. These ones are quite old, I think. You can still get them on places like eBay. But the pictures, I haven't been able to find a deck with exactly the same print online. But if you know any, I'd like to get another pack, just maybe in case I end up shuffling these ones to death. But yeah, she did a whole bunch of stuff. And then when she died, her son, was it a son or a stepson? I can't remember. I should go to Wikipedia. Burnt everything she had written about the occult and tarot readings and all her cards and everything. So, you know, word to the wise of all witches out there, make sure that you're bequeathing your knowledge to somebody who isn't going to put it on the bonfire. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that today. Maybe someone in your life is a witch, or you're a witch, or a pagan. Oh, lovely. Number 5. So this has got a tree on it. Very pretty. One tree from earth is best to see. It springs from birth, good health for thee. And if the tree should reappear close to the key, your goal is near. Ah, so the tree and the key. The key we had in the reading the other day. I'm just going to pop in and check. I know that's got to do with health matters. Health and longevity. Where is it? Wisdom. Yeah. Health, energy and spiritual beliefs, mental health and karmic matters. So, interesting read today. We'll see if the Bloodlands Oracle gives us something similar. I've got 11 tarot decks now, and I feel like that's excessive. But I was like on Amazon yesterday and online at different tarot shops looking at cards, and I bought 2 more decks. So if anyone knows a helpline for how to, you know, break out of this addiction, I'd really like a little bit of help, thanks. So, mental health, your health, your physical health, what you believe in, legacy as well sometimes, I think, from that card. Right. What you don't, I don't want 3. The Cascade and the Distant Range. Don't know if I had that in one of my personal readings recently, but it's a nice card. And that looks like a nice waterfall. I'm just going to read from this beautiful old book. The Cascade, momentum, easing of tension, and windfall. Some sort of easing of tension that helps your health, both physical and mental. A newly formed stream meanders its way lazily to the steep edge of a ravine, where the ground drops sharply to pool far below. At the ledge, patiently winding waters suddenly straighten and rush down the rocks, gifted by gravity and a clear path down. This card finds you at the end of a period of slow but deliberate movement, ready to cut loose. Let this new opportunity for acceleration hasten you toward a goal. Let go and make things happen. Gravity is on your side. Okay, so like, yeah, maybe you've been very busy and just slowly slogging through stuff, and then suddenly everything opens up and eases and you can just spurt your way down the hill. I don't know what kind of description that was, but that's the one that came to mind. Oh yes, I think I remember this card because it reminded me of Yellowstone, which I finished watching last night. I feel like they should do another series, really. I'm like, is that it? Where's the rest of it? Yeah. Foresight, adventure, and long-term goals. The towering range in the distance, soft and hazy, invites us to set out on a journey to discover what lies beyond. The distant range card represents a look into our future, asking us to perceive what lies ahead and to commit to long-term goals. What awaits you in the distant vision of your life? What point on the horizon can you move towards? Okay. Nice cards today. Although there aren't any negative ones really in that book. It's all about, practical and constructive advice, which is the best way to go forward. So I'm going to start the reading with the Lightseers deck, and then clarify with the Rider-Waite. 4 Pentacles. What are you tapping into today? Somebody with similar beliefs to you. Perhaps they're, follow the same religion, or they're not religious like you are. Maybe they're science-based, or, it depends on each person. Chariot. Rushing down, cascading, movement free of obstruction, and something you can look at your long-term goals for. 7 of Swords. Right, let's split the deck and do the shuffle, and see what's going on. At the bottom of the deck, we've got 9 Swords. So this is overthinking, entrapped by mental problems. You're coming up as King of Wands. Knight of Wands on the bottom, under the 9 of Swords. Nice, King of Wands. And your challenge is the 3 of Pentacles. Wow, okay. And they're coming up as King of Pentacles. And their challenge is the 5 of Swords. And in between you, you've got 10 Swords. Wow. Oh, Lord, help me today. Why is it such a heavy reading? Things feeling a bit heavy today. But with the cascade energy of that card, there must be a release after 10 of Swords. There's, you in this deck, it's a woman not with 10 swords in her back. She's walking off to something. Something's ended and ready to begin anew, clear out. Yeah, okay. So perhaps you're both coming from a place where something has ended and, ready to start something new. So maybe you both just lost your jobs or ended a relationship. Maybe you're both newly single or long time single, but maybe just managed to get your head on straight. Yeah, I think that the 10 of Swords is that, but let's see what the cards say. King of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So we got King of Pentacles there as well. Page of Wands. New beginnings. Yes, so you're both ready for new beginnings in a passionate, creative energy. But you might not be quite ready. Not quite ready. The King of Pentacles. I love a challenging reading because you really have to dig in under the energy. Yeah. 4 Pentacles. I'm going to have to think about that one just for a little bit longer. I like the King of Pentacles energy, so it's obviously, stable. So, you're stable after whatever's happened here, or that's what you've achieved, is this stability, being more discerning. I think that's what this 4 of Cups is about. Not so much refusing a new offer, but just being more discerning. Maybe now that you're both newly single, you're both receiving many, many offers. That could be what that's about. All right, nice. So you're coming up King of Wands, which is like, that's the sexy dude in the corner, innit? With the leather jacket. He knows how to show you a good time. Man or woman. It's coming up as a masculine energy. Lion, very brave. wanting to defend what they love. Yeah, you're pretty cool, man. And the King of Pentacles. So it's just this cool dude sitting in his red little room. It's quite funny. I've got a red light in my lounge because I like the overhead light one as long as it's a strange colour. But that's what I look like without the beard, sitting there and the dog. Yeah, so pretty stable. Got a lot to offer in the material world. Organizes their life really well. Solid, secure, just just that feel-good energy that you were somebody who has got their shit sorted. So that's the kind of feeling I'm getting from that person. That's the other person that you're dealing with. And their block's the Five of Swords. It looks like they've got a bit of a fucking headache, right? Whoever's behind something here is sort of out in the periphery, giving them a headache, sending them these messages, bringing up stuff. It's just clashing. Yeah. Three of Pentacles is your challenge, which could be not working together, or you're having issues with working with people in your life at the moment. Maybe that's getting in the way, or also too many cooks spoil the broth, doesn't it? Maybe there's too many people involved. If you've got friends and family members who've got opinions on this person, it could mean that too. Yeah, especially in the Lightseer's deck, the Three of Pentacles has got 3 people working on something. So maybe that's about taking charge. Right, and that's where I'm going to start. Temperance, yet patience and clarity. Yeah, 8 wands. It's a multi-person wand event. You need to take some time to get some clarity and clear, decisive action, quick, clear, decisive action. But perhaps to solve the situation where there's too many people involved, you need to tip into angelic energy, basically, which is like the energy of patience and empathy, but with the Ace of Swords. So to have absolute clarity over what you want and what you want from them. Yeah. And communicate that clearly. Obviously, I'm not suggesting you have a wand party, although the King of Wands is underneath. The King of Wands. Yeah, okay. Cool. So let's go on to Five of Swords, which is what I said. Yeah, so too many things going on, and people or somebody getting on their nerves, feeling like a bit overwhelmed by the situation, perhaps. Too many swords clashing. Yeah, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune can give anyone a headache, really. Knight of Wands underneath. Especially when it keeps spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, causing 9 swords. Okay, so I'll see the 9 swords is here. Okay. And this is causing them to hold back in the 3D, Pentacles 3D. So this is how they show up in the 3D, which is pretty cool. 3 King of Pentacles. So they're holding back because they're up at night thinking about whatever the heck is going on with all these birds giving them messages, and or people saying things, or disagreements, clashes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, I think it's to do with things that keep changing or not making sense. They're trying to figure something out. Yeah. Okay, let's go King of Pentacles. Let's have a look at this person then. They're pretty groovy with their little pentacle light. Nice dog. You got a big lion. Yeah, okay, so the Hermit. And you know, in this deck, that little pentacle the King of Pentacles is holding is almost like a lantern. And here we have a lantern with the Hermit. So inner reflection is very strong here. Somebody sits and thinks about. And we have 5 swords, 5 swords. All right, there's some sort of clash to do with this union. They obviously think that you could make them a good partner. Yeah, you're good wifey or husband material, depends on, there's no gender here. Yeah, they've been taking quite a lot of time to think and go inward. Some clash that's been bothering them, but they see this as a beautiful union between 2 star-crossed lovers, perhaps. They've been thinking about it a lot. Yeah, but their offer is quite good, what they can offer in the 3D. I haven't got any emotions coming up just yet, but some days it's all pentacles, which is all right, and ones is all right. It's days when it's all swords. That's stressful. All right, King of Wands. Yeah, I mean, the Empress. Yeah, that you're hot. Yeah, clearly. No wonder they want to, even despite all this 5 of Swords business and the stress and the holding back, you're a King of Wands and an Empress. You moving fast. We had Chariot came out earlier. Hangman, looking at things from a different perspective. Okay. Something of the lantern here as well. His head's all lit up, and you've got a fire here. You're creative, fertile, beautiful. Just ruler of your domain. King of Wands energy as well. Empress and King of Wands together. That's a nice combo. Moving quickly. And you've taken some sort of different perspective on things, which is maybe why there's a 10 swords. Maybe something's changed there. But you're having to deal with people interfering, and they're having to deal with overthinking and holding back. Yeah, so the overthinking is about this 9 of Swords. So I'm just going to get a last few cards for that, and then I'm going to finish off the reading with the witches. So it's that time where I'll recommend another tarot reader, and today it is Susan Tarot. She's real good. I love the way she starts her readings. They're for Pisces, but I mean, you guys, it doesn't matter. A reading's a reading. Just read the ones that comes up, but mostly people who watch are Pisces, I think, and that's why they're so popular, the Pisces channels. But it's just like what I'd imagine having, like, I don't know, a life coach almost. Just someone give you positivity, and her readings are very intuitive as well. They've often matched up with things that have been going on in my life. And she has a lovely voice. So if you pop over, give her a like, a follow, subscribe, comment, share. Gosh, a bunch of flowers. I don't know. And while you're at it, give us a subscribe and a follow and a like and a share and a comment. And maybe a bunch of flowers, because I'd appreciate it too. This deck wants to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 9 of Swords. Tell me what the 9 of Swords are about. What is causing the overthinking? Maybe they're aware of the interference. That's why it's come up as 5 swords, because that's many people in an argument. All right. You're either ready or you're not. The Sun. Bright. The Emperor. Okay. Fucking Tower and Magician. Okay. This is like the craziest energy I've ever had. This is nuts. What is this? So we've got 9 of Swords, the Sun as the surrounding energy, crossed by the Tower, and the Magician. Yeah, okay. No wonder you're overthinking, or who you are, they're overthinking. This 9 of Swords has been caused by a major Tower event. something to do with manifestation or illusions with the sun, or your spiritual beliefs, some form of magic. Yeah. Whatever's happened is quite serious. But your advice at present is to be patient and clear, and they just need to stop thinking about things too much, I guess. Right. So I've got the witches here, so we're just going to ask for a little bit of advice. My candles they're not very good, these ones, are they? I hate it when the glass sticks to the thing, don't you? Man, it's like, can't they just not? Anyway. Makes me wonder why you bother using it. I only got it because it's pretty. I think that's from Westworld. Yeah. Cool. Rambling on about my coasters. Yeah, so whatever's happened, you've got to look forward to your goals, as the cards here were indicating. And you can do that with patience and clarity, and let go a bit. Looks like you want to. Whoosh, Chariot. On to new beginnings. Yeah, you're not taking offers that don't suit you anymore. Neither are they, which is a nice energy, actually. You shouldn't just take everything that comes your way. It's not always meant for you. Sometimes it's a test to see if you'll accept the same nonsense you accepted before. That's what I find in life. You tell the universe, learnt my lesson there. And it goes, did you? All right, I'm sending the same one. And then you go, oh, this looks good. And then, later you're like, damn, wish she wasn't so tricky. Right. So here we got 10 Pentacles underneath. Oh, lovely. So I think 10. When you walk away from situations in your life that don't work, often you will come to your 10 Pentacles straight after, especially if you keep focused on what you want to grow and don't accept every offer that comes in your way. Make sure it's the right offer for you. Yeah, there's pain here. There's pain in this tower. But new beginnings can come if you join in union with this person. I mean, this is just what it's saying. It's saying that whoever this is, they're for you. As always, I'm not a doctor or a therapist. I can be your best friend if you want. Just message me. I like being friends with people. But I can't give you advice to make decisions in your life. That you have to look inward. One of the ways that you can do that is get a tarot deck, listen to some tarot. This is a way of uncovering your own emotions and feelings. There's always an element of the reader in a reading, I think, as much as you try and block it out. My readings are based on my experiences and how I see life. If that was the kind of person that was coming forward and all they had was this kind of problem, but they were good, if that's all your problem is, it's easily dealt with. Just be patient and be clear. But yeah, take the swords out, begin anew, and a beautiful union awaits. Right, I got to go to work, so I hope you're having a good Wednesday. I wanted it to be Wednesday yesterday. Tomorrow's my Friday. I only work 4 days, so for the rest of you Monday to Fridays, have a good hump day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.